Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Viking Gamer, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about WWE 2K Showcase mode. And this is something that really is dear to a lot of our hearts because the Showcase mode was removed a couple of years ago, mainly for them to focus on the My Career mode. Now, as much as we enjoyed My Career mode, 2K Showcase should not have been removed. This is a detriment to the game and another mode that desperately needs to come back. But in what situation does it come back? Who or what should the Showcase mode cover this year if it was going to be in the game? Because we have some ideas that we'd like to share with you. So hopefully you can smash that like button and hit subscribe and share this out to get these ideas out there. And I'd also like to hear yours down in the comments below. For now, let's just get straight into it. Showcase mode was removed, and this did carry a lot of history for WWE superstars, going throughout the years, seeing things like Stone Cold, The Undertaker, NXT, all sorts of things for Showcase mode have happened previously, and I have seriously enjoyed every single iteration that they have put out there for Showcase mode. But there's some ideas that I'd like to throw at you guys to see what you think. The first one would be the Rise of Nxt. This would be an option for you to play through every major match that's ever happened in NXT, including things involving the 4 Horsewomen, the original NXT Championship, Neville, Seth Rollins back when he was in NXT, and various other instances that have happened throughout the years, including the debut of Finn Balor and him winning, and his absolutely amazing rivalry with Samoa Joe. This would be a fantastic 2K Showcase mode because it would take you through some recent history that some people may have forgotten, and there was some fantastic rivalries. Some of them were short-lived, some of them were absolutely fantastic and lasted a lot longer. We had the debut of Shinsegae Nakamura and the fantastic match between Nakamura and Sami Zayn. We've had Kevin Owens versus Nakamura. We've had Kevin Owens versus John Cena when he debuted on the main roster and took the NXT title with him, giving that title even more prestige because it was featured on the main roster. There has been so many instances where this needs to happen, and it's fantastic that we could have the option of having this happen in WWE 2K19. And if WWE games are listening, I would love to have this sort of feature in 2K19. Maybe you guys could drop me a line if you need any more ideas for a 2K Showcase. I could even help you write it if you need to. The other option on here as well would be something that I mentioned a little bit earlier, and that's involving the 4 Horsewomen. It could be a all-female 2K Showcase involving women from across the years, including Lita and Trish Stratus, even Alundra Blaze going back, and Mae Young if you want to go back even further, though not a lot of her matches will be documented from when she was active in the ring. She did get up to some things during the Attitude Era. Obviously, there would be a lot of stuff to cover. Unfortunately, there would be some things that maybe wouldn't be for this generation, including Brian Petty's matches and things like that. But generally, you would get a sense of some absolutely amazing matches that did happen back in the day when Mickie James was around, and Chyna, and so many others. There is a lot of history to the women's division. And then you would build yourself up to the recent iteration of the women's division, including Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and how these people changed it for the better through NXT, rising through the ranks and showing the women on the main roster how things should be, how things have developed over the years, and how so many more opportunities should be afforded to the women's division. I would love to play through all the pivotal moments in women's wrestling history, because that would be interesting to see how far they have come through the years, and to show that the women are just as tough as the men. The next option, of course, would be to have a WWE 2K Showcase Undertaker Showcase mode. Now, a lot of people have been asking for this once again, and the reason for this, more than likely, is because The Undertaker seemed like he retired at WrestleMania last year, and what a way better to celebrate The Undertaker's historic career than having a full-on 2K Showcase mode all about the dead man. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that would be absolutely fantastic as well, because there are so many matches and so many historic moments to go through as The Undertaker. But I believe they've only recently just done this, so to go back over it again, although living recent history because you played it only recently, it still would be fun, and it's something that maybe could be intertwined with other modes as well. I would like to see the return of Defeat the Streak, and maybe a possible iteration of WWE 2K Showcase mode for The Undertaker. But I'm not 100% behind this one because there has been one so recently. I wouldn't mind it if there was an alternative, such as a showcase mode that has every pivotal moment from the last 25 years, every big match that has ever had a massive stipulation towards it. You could play the Montreal Screwjob, you could play the match between The Rock and Stone Cold where The Rock refused to give up, so he just simply passed out. You could play the matches that everybody has wanted to see, Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan, and relive that history all the way through. These matches would make 2K Showcase mode really stand out and be completely different from how it has been across the years. We have had a Stone Cold Showcase mode, we've had a John Cena Showcase mode, we've had an Undertaker Showcase mode. We haven't had a massive of iterations, masses of matches that have happened throughout the years that have had pivotal moments in them that have mattered through the history, that were the turning points in WWE history. This could be something that would really make a difference in there. You could even have Mankind winning the WWF Championship as he did back in the day, and you could play through that match. You could have so many different matches. The first Hell in a Cell match, the first Inferno match, the first Casket match. There's 3 matches already that I'm sure everybody would like to play. The first ladder match between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. There's so many different matches that could be put in this 2K showcase that I think would make an absolutely amazing showcase. And I think this one really does have to be considered. The last one that I really think that you guys may get behind if you're in the same age group as me would be the Monday Night Wars showcase. Now, I am of an age where I lived through the Monday Night Wars, and a lot of people that are my age will look back on this with fond memories. It was 2 companies pushing each other to the brink, pushing each other with storylines and creating superstars and trying to beat each other in the ratings week after week after week. And this is something that really made for amazing viewing on TV. So this, to me, would be something that really could play out well in 2K Showcase. They do have the video licenses for all the libraries for WCW, so why not put that to use? Why not show us some of the pivotal moments in WCW history that changed the landscape and made them a major player against the WWE? Why not show the pivotal moments that changed the ratings war and just left us in awe of the matchups and the storylines that were currently going on? A WCW versus WWE showcase would be absolutely phenomenal. You could play through the birth of the NWO, the outsiders coming in and making their statement. You could play through everything that happened in the WWE up until that point. Bret Hart leaving WWE to go to the WCW. You could play through Rick Rude turning up, and just out of the blue, Lex Luger also turning up. You could play Sting taking the World Heavyweight Championship off Hulk Hogan after a massive wait of him just waiting in the rafters for over a year and everybody wanting Sting to jump in. You could play through the WWE version with Stone Cold's rise to prominence via the King of the Ring and birth of the Stone Cold character, Shawn Michaels and DX. There's so many different things that happened during the Monday Night Wars that everybody was doing to push each other. But one of the main things that happened in there would be the Chris Jericho story that you could play through, as he made matches in WCW and made a statement there, but unfortunately was let go and jumped ship to the WWE. This is where it would get even more interesting, because then you would cross gameplay with the characters. The Radicals came in, Chris Jericho came in, and then you had the invasion angle as well. There was so much opportunity there for us to watch something absolutely fantastic, and if you were the same age as me, you got to watch that too. But it turns out that a lot of people that are younger than me didn't get to watch the Monday Night Wars. And in fact, they probably would have missed out on a lot of wrestling history and one of the most awesome times in wrestling history because they weren't there for it. And that's what 2K Showcase Mode is all about, is reliving those pivotal moments, those fantastic moments that happened throughout the years that shaped the wrestling industry into what it is today and how things have changed. I really think a WCW versus WWE 2K Showcase Mode would really make the game absolutely amazing. There's so many opportunities there. Even Macho Man Randy Savage jumped from WWE to WCW. There's just unbelievable amounts of opportunity ready there for the taking. And I really hope that WWE Games does listen and brings back 2K Showcase Mode, because I for one would be there in a heartbeat playing through that on the channel and showing you guys the history of anything WWE or WCW related. But that's my list for what could 2K Showcase Mode be for WWE 2K19. What would your 2K Showcase Mode be about? Would you have a particular superstar in mind or a particular era? Would you like to do somebody else completely different? Or would you just cut 2K Showcase Mode out completely and in favor of My Career Mode again? Let me know down in the comments. I'd really like to hear your opinions. Until then, I'll catch you in the next video.